there's a few things that I think do set us apart, beyond what I've already talked about. We were just talking with somebody yesterday about the fact that a lot of advisors kind of develop their niche. Like they have a specific type of client, whether that's like people who work in tech or retirees or whatever their client profile is. We have clients all over the job profession spectrum, all over the income and asset spectrum, and we ultimately don't have an asset minimum to work with us because if it makes sense, if we can help, we want to be able to help. And even for people who it may not make sense right now to be a client, Joe Goetz in particular has developed a great network. He started the financial planning program, or helped start it at UGA, and has also created this pro bono financial planning clinic that serves the underprivileged in the Athens area. And so there's resources that we can connect people with, even if it doesn't make sense for them to become a client. So our ultimate goal is, in some form, to be able to help everybody who calls or emails us. We want to be able to give back to the community that we're in, and to be a resource and not just say, oh, you don't have $2 million, sorry, go find somebody else. So that's very rewarding because it blends, I guess you could call it philanthropy, or like using your profession to help others with what we're doing for our own clients. So that's one thing that's pretty cool. But going back to the fact that we don't have a niche, we get to see all kinds of client situations, and we treat each of those as a learning opportunity. So we've got I've worked with a client recently who, we did some pretty advanced estate planning because he wanted to gift large chunks of money to each of his kids while they were alive, so that he could see the benefit that it was having and empower them. One of them wants to start his own business. He's able to do that with this gift. And then we've got people who are effectively just living on Social Security in retirement, and we can help them equally. There are different strategies that we can take advantage of. We can do different estate and tax strategies for high income versus low income. Like there's a huge array of tools at our disposal, and we get to customize those to the client situation. So it makes it fun.